welcome back everybody to another Let's Play. I'm Sean.
My name is Josh.
And today we're taking a look at a new beat-em-up game that just recently came out, which brings us back to an old series from Sega a long time ago, Streets of Rage.
Yes, and before we get into this, I do want to remind you guys, if you haven't, we've been putting out some really fun content. Check out some of our reviews on Final Fantasy Remake, some of our previous Let's Plays like we did on the 25th anniversary of another limited run game called Night Trap.
Yeah.
That was a ton of fun. So please give us a subscribe if you haven't, so that way you're always notified when we drop a new video.
Yeah, absolutely. So, have you gone through this version of Streets of Rage? Actually, better question yet. Did you ever play the old series?
I played 1, 2, and 3 it's only on the Sega Genesis,
yep,
right?
It's on the Sega Genesis. Same with me, but I will say I think I'm a little weird, where a lot of people like the second and third one better. I actually think the first one's my favorite, but that's
I think part 2 for me was the best, if I'm not mistaken. I had them all as a kid growing up. Yeah. I remember that. So let's take a look at it.
All right, so yeah, let's do story, new one. Let me join it.
Go ahead. Just picking up your triggers.
Yeah, it is.
Wonderful.
Come on.
No, hit A.
No, yeah, I did. You got to hit A, I think. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
All right.
We are in. So, I guess I will be Adam.
And I'll be Floyd. So yeah, you have already gone through this because you unlocked him and some other people.
Yeah, I mean, I had the chance to play this with a friend of mine that has it on the Switch as well.
Yeah.
I didn't beat it, though.
Yeah, I stupidly bought it on PS4. He bought it on the Switch, so it's not like we can even play together online.
Yeah, exactly. That's like, I think that was kind of why we wanted to do it, because we wanted to play it together when it came out, but we just happened to buy it on different consoles.
Yeah. And I do like him because he is straight up he'll just destroy anybody.
You know, and I love that these levels feel like the way they did in the originals.
Oh yeah.
Updated with this kind of like new grittier,
like cell shading
novel type of, design. It's kind of nice.
That's the one thing. I mean, there are other games that came out and tried doing this, like Double Dragon, a couple years back now, a while back on like PS3 and 360 and stuff, where they tried coming out with it again and like new updated. It did not work. Like, I didn't like it. This, they knew the tone of the game, they hit it, the music, everything. I really do enjoy this one.
Yeah, and this one does allow you to do specials.
Except these fucking knife guys.
And just like the old ones, it takes your life away when you do the specials, but you do have the opportunity to recoup the life if you don't take hits from enemies.
That is a cool feature, yeah, because you can
use
a special, it obviously takes it, but as long as you're doing damage, you can rebuild your life. Exactly like you just said. Because that's one thing about those arcade games back in the day, where like using a special move killed you, so you
like
never
Marvel
wanted to use
Capcom, where you take a hit in Marvel vs. Capcom, but if you rest for a moment, the hit will recover to where it was hit from.
Or not? No, you don't just rest a moment. You have to tag out.
Yeah. Yes, you're right. No, but I thought if you rested too, doesn't it refill your life?
I don't.
Like if you weren't getting hit, like it's still going up slowly. No.
I don't. I think you had to tag out, but I could be wrong. You might be right.
But that's like always what I think of. Is like the system that started that. It's usually a fighting game mechanic. I found it funny. There's this one guy that'll be coming up, and maybe I'll show you guys when it comes. But it reminds me of Iron Fist. Remember that guy?
Oh yes, no. I said the exact same thing. He looks like
sale version of Iron Fist.
I said the exact same thing. I was like, this Iron Fist motherfucker, like, is a fighting.
Too funny, yeah. Like, just looks like a bummy version of Iron Fist. I loved it.
I also like how you can actually keep hitting a guy after he's gone. So that way you can actually keep building up your combo hits and stuff. And I think the highest I got was like in the 70s.
And this game also has like a battle mode, which is kind of interesting.
It's like Double Dragon 1. I actually brought that up because Double Dragon 1 has like a little fighting game inside it, and this does too.
Yeah.
I actually really appreciated that when I saw that. I was like, nice. And it plays the exact same way. You're sitting in a small little arena, and you're just fighting each other.
Like you're playing a brawler against the guy who actually has intelligence too.
Yeah.
So it's just like a matter of getting timing to land your moves before that guy.
Exactly. It does play more like a fighting game, though. Yeah, like this car here, for example, that's a great thing to rack up a combo, but you didn't do that great on that, actually.
When you get a star, you get one of your power-ups.
No, exactly. Yeah, you got a special move.
And each person has kind of like their own special, which is cool.
Yeah. Well, it's just like the original, but instead of it being like the police coming and doing stuff, which the game does a great homage with. Yeah, no, instead they gave you like just an extra special attack, like every brawler has now. It's pretty much the same thing with all of these now. Same with fighting games.
So I'm looking at this like environment, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of something that Sylvester Stallone said this week.
This week?
Yeah, it was recently. He said, I think it was like I forgot who interviewed him, but in the press he mentioned that it's already started work on a Demolition Man sequel.
Really?
Yeah. And I got to thinking, like, doesn't it seem like he's running the wells like running dry for his old franchises? Now he's just like really digging deep to like stay relevant. Like he's like done all of those Rocky sequels and then Creed and Rambo. He's done to death.
Yeah, no, Rambo's.
And I'm thinking like, man, he's going back into the well, like going with Judge Dredd and the Demolition Man sequels at his age. I'm not sure how that would work. Wesley Snipes got his head. Spoiler alert. His head gets frozen and kicked off by Stallone in that movie, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's how he dies. Yeah. I mean, if you haven't seen Demolition Man at this point, I mean,
if there was a new Demolition Man with Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone, I would go see it.
I got a thing.
Like, post tax evasion, Wesley Snipes back in the movies with Stallone, I would go see that.
Well, they did, didn't they? Did you ever see Expendables 3?
Yeah, I think
they break him out of prison and they go, "What were you in for?" He says, "Tax evasion."
Yeah.
Yeah, like they straight up fucking like brought that to light. So that's the like you can't do anything else outside of that now anymore. Like
tax evasion. I always liked Wesley Snipes in the Major League series.
Oh yeah, well he was only in one of them.
Yeah, he wasn't in part 2?
No, that was
Willie Mays Hayes.
Was that Omar Epps? I think was the second one. He was the other. No, it wasn't Wesley Snipes. He wasn't the.
No, I thought it was Willie Mays Hayes.
No, Willie Mays Hayes is Wesley Snipes, but in part 2 it was done by a different actor.
Gotcha. We've already talked about how Major League is a big favorite of ours.
I love this series. I love this movie. Probably some of my favorite baseball movies. Like,
I truly think that the baseball comedy is underrated, and it's a genre that's kind of dead now.
I mean, when was the last thing that ever came out that was associated with baseball? Like,
Bro,
in a comedy sense.
Bro, yeah, in like...
Moneyball was probably the last
in 5
baseball
years, you had like Angels in the Outfield, Rookie of the Year, Major League 2...
There was that big baseball craze. Well, I think Mighty Ducks did that, where like hockey movies were a craze for a moment, and then baseball was like,
Little
we can
Big
do
League,
this.
remember that one?
Oh no, you mean Little Giants?
Yeah, Little Big League. Little Big League was about the kid that owned the Minnesota Twins.
Oh no, I never saw that one.
Do you not know that movie?
Nah.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's definitely a...
You know Little Giants, though.
Yeah, of course, that's the Rick Moranis one with the Little League team.
Yeah, but
Pee-wee football.
Pee-wee football.
Yeah, the refrigerator, an icebox, I remember.
Yeah.
No, it was not Christina Ricci.
No, it was
It was like a, some tomboy actress. I remember she was the football player chick. For some reason, I'm drawing Christina Ricci in mind.
No, I know. Yeah, I can't. I don't know.
And then wasn't Kevin Arnold the brother? Not Kevin.
No,
Arnold,
it
Tom Arnold?
was no, not Tom Arnold. It was Ed O'Neill.
Ed O'Neill was
Al Bundy.
Was like his brother?
Yeah, he was the one he was the famous football player. That was his brother that he faced against. It was Ed O'Neill.
Oh wow.
Fucking Al Bundy.
I just remember like the kid that had like the nasal problems and he always wore like pads.
Yeah, who I weirdly reminded me of an old friend of mine. Like,
that guy was an odd looking kid.
He wasn't so bad, but he looked a lot like him. Like, any of my friends watch this, you know who I'm talking about.
That's like a genre that just doesn't exist anymore.
No. Well, actually, you know what? You say that, yet they are coming out with a new Mighty Duck series. And this time it's like...
Isn't it like Emilio Estevez, like Grandpa Emilio?
I don't think Emilio's in it. But
don't tell me his name. Coach Bombay?
Yeah, Coach Bombay.
Are they bringing back Coach Bombay?
I don't think Coach Bombay is coming back, but from what I heard, this time the Mighty Ducks are the villains.
Oh, kind of like Cobra Kai?
In a sense, we're like...
Cobra Kai are like the good guys now.
Well, like, I guess...
Miyagi-Do's the bad guys.
Well, I guess I heard this. I don't know how accurate it is, but ultimately it's like... some kid gets booted off the Mighty Ducks for not being good enough because they became what they didn't want to be.
Oh, so he was a rejected.
He was a rejected thing. So what it was they the mother starts a team.
And something tells me that Emilio Estevez is gonna be like the guy that's kind of like in the middle, like. He's gonna like still try to like get the kid to come back, but he's gonna feel bad, and the kid's gonna like feel like it's gonna make him out to be the bad guy.
Again, I don't think Emilio's in it, so I don't know.
I thought he was. I thought it was already announced that he would be part of the cast. Coach Bombay.
If it was, I don't know that, but I forget who was.
Well, by the time we edit this video, hopefully there'll be some clarity.
Yeah, hopefully.
Because I'll have to look it up, but I thought he was already announced to be a part of the Ducks.
Yeah,
series.
but I guess what it is this time, it's like, the underdog team is a new team.
One of the kids from the Mighty Ducks, the kid who was the goalie.
Yeah.
He recently broke into a car and like slept in it or something, and he's like a homeless crackhead now. Do you know?
I heard about that. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so he won't be joining the sequel, I imagine.
Or maybe. Kid needs a break, obviously.
I'm sure they'll probably bring back the kid from Fringe. Isn't Fringe where that one kid from the Mighty Ducks went on to?
I don't
Josh
know.
something. Can't think of the guy's name, but I think he went on to do that Fox series Fringe after Mighty Ducks. And, like he got older and grew out of like his kid phase.
I cannot confirm.
Did you ever watch Fringe?
No.
Oh, okay, no wonder. Fringe ran for like freaking 8 seasons, dude. That was a long-running show. Fox.
Anyway, instead of us talking about everything but the game we're currently playing.
I just noticed whenever you play brawls, you just kind of get into your like.
No, we're pulling a Turtles again. We're we're just
kinda,
going on
when you play
autopilot.
A brawler, it seems like you just want to chat.
Now, one thing though I have to bring up.
Did you get there's some in here?
Yeah, no, you break the arcade. There you go. Now one thing about this game though I do really enjoy, and I think that it does better than all the other 3 games, is the hit detection and shit in this game is so fucking nice.
It is. Like it looks really good. Like I love the way it looks. It's a comic book come to life.
No, it is also, but Streets was also to me the one beat 'em up that had like a whole grab system to it that worked. And they brought it into this perfectly. Like this guy Floyd, that's like his primary thing is the grabbing. You've probably seen me like smashing people together and just chucking people around and stuff. And it's awesome. These guys suck.
I remember you mentioned you're like, while it does look cool to have like this style of graphics, it would be really neat to see them go into a brawler with like a Last of Us style like texture.
Yeah, not even just brawlers, but like old game. Like anytime they come out with a retro game like this, every time they come out with a retro game like this, they straight up make it look old, and it doesn't have to be. Like, yeah, imagine like a new Double Dragon or something of that sort, like I guess a beat 'em up or a Mega Man style game, but it's in the graphics of
where like imagine imagine like a Mega Man where like when his helmet's on screen, things like that, like it has like a reflective kind of like 3D texturing, you know what I mean? Kind of like somewhat, in the style of something that's like, hey, this is supposed to look like what a realistic Mega Man is, but like still plays in the style
in the same thing.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like like just certain games, which a lot of indie games do come out kind of in that style, but they have to have this like cartoony retro look to it all, and I say fuck that.
Oh shoot!
Like
next time there's a life, grab it.
Oh shit! Yeah, well, I'm probably not gonna need it because I'm probably not gonna live.
No, you'll be alright.
Well, there's a turkey right over here.
Yeah.
Wasn't even paying attention.
You know, one thing that's funny is that they give you the option to do friendly hits in this game. Like,
yeah, it's like, do you want to?
Actually likes doing that style. I guess you wanted to have like a more challenging experience, but I have, it's like that's what they had in Battletoads when I was a kid, and that used to frustrate the hell out of me. Like the tunnel where you're going down on those little, in Battletoads. I always hated doing that part with the second player because you had to like cross each other constantly,
and you're hitting
all you
each
would
other.
do is just keep hitting each other trying to cross it.
Exactly.
It was annoying.
It really was.
Like, why even give that option? It's super annoying. I guess, like I said, for challenge, but it's
you gotta take these fucking shield guys out before they come back with their shield. That's the thing that sucks.
Oh, those things regenerate?
They bring them back if you don't kill them quick enough.
Jesus. Alright, now we both need a turkey. Alright. I'm gonna use a I don't have a special. I thought I did.
They drop one here, but... Actually, wait a second. Hold on. I gotta experiment something here real quick. No shit! You don't even have to fight him!
Commissioner Gordon.
This motherfucker's tough.
Alright, it doesn't matter.
The turkey, yeah, the turkey's the water cooler. Fuck. And yeah, you go get the turkey.
You get the apple. You get the apple. No, I'll get the turkey.
Well, no, get the turkey and save the apple. Or do vice versa.
Got it. Okay. Now save the apple
guy
for whoever
sucks,
needs
too.
the...
Like, he's tough.
Oh, no. Get out of there. Oh, got it.
Oh, good. There, I got that apple in time.
You got it?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Although I'm still good. I have a whole other life after this. He'll be fine. For sure. That's actually one thing I did enjoy, which not a lot of people have explained about this game, is that this isn't like a per game entire life. It's every level. So you have 2 lives a level, and you have to make it through the level with 2 lives. And it's like, I like that, because things like Capcom Beat 'em Up Bundle, like the one thing I can say about those, which I enjoy, but there's no risk. You'll always be able to beat the game no matter what, because you'll just have unlimited continues. But this doesn't give you that option. You can get a game over.
How is
Fucking A.
That's it.
Oh yeah, he's jumping from level to level, like on the other side of the level, and I'm slow as shit.
No. That bothers me.
Almost done. Just one more hit. There you go.
Okay. And that's the second stage, folks.
Yep. Now this, how many, have you played with all the characters yet?
No. I did play on battle mode.
Go to character select. Well, let's switch up who we are, just so we have, so like, yeah, X. Because as much as I like Floyd, Blaze is fucking awesome. Axel's always been the main guy anyway, so he's good. Never heard of her before. She's brand new. She's awesome. She's actually
I'll
really
use Blaze
good.
If you want to try Cherry.
Well, I mean, I've been her, but yeah, like I'll play Cherry. We'll bring the girls into this one. Now we can skip this. Let it for you guys to play if you care about the story.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of know what you're getting.
You know what you're getting. It doesn't matter what happens. You're still going down a hallway.
Basically, like a little
everybody.
80s crime noir style story. I do like the new characters. So when you get the old characters, like the ones from the sprites from like the original trilogy, do you get to use them in this?
Yes, in this exact level, and he looks like an old sprite too.
Fist.
Oh fuck!
That's Iron Fist.
Yeah,
right
there's the Iron Fist guy.
Get out of here, Iron Fist. Oh, kill him. I like to. You can walk up to them and it'll like grapple them.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's the grab system I was talking about before. Like, there's so much you can. There, not so much, but there's all these different things you can do when you grab a fucker. Like, you can throw him across the room. You can, like, there's a bunch of different stuff.
Oh, big guy.
Yeah, Big Ben. That guy sucks.
There's another Iron Fist.
I didn't mean to do that, but whatever.
Ain't worked out. Oh.
Not really. Kind of a waste on those guys.
Was it?
Yeah, that was waste.
But yeah, I will say, for those that are wondering if like they should pull the trigger on getting it if they like the old games, they're gonna love this one. This is like, it's really good.
I've actually played this, like a lot of beat 'em ups. Well, like I'll beat 'em and then yay, done. This actually has made me want to replay it multiple times. So there is replayability.
In regards to that, I have a confession. I used to have a Final Fight mini cap here, and while it's super fun, it's just like sometimes with brawlers, once you've beaten them and you've played them enough, you're kind of done with the experience.
I miss that cap.
Yeah, it was nice with the Ghosts and Goblins on there.
That was it. Like Ghost and Goblins and Strider, bro. Fuck Strider, Final Fight.
It was a nice cabinet. All I'm saying is that it was advertised as Final Fight, and I got sick of that game since I played it so much all the way through.
Well, there's not much. Yeah, like
once you've done it, sure you get to use Guy and all that, but the appeal wears off after a while. I actually think I like this better than Final Fight. I don't know. Did we talk about that?
I don't think so, but I can definitely say that I've enjoyed Streets of Rage more than I like Final Fight.
Like Final Fight's good, and Capcom always makes a good, clean brawler.
Well, this isn't Capcom though.
No.
But you're saying for Final Fight. Yeah, no, which it is.
It is a tough competition. Like it's a really good looking game.
Final Fight is classic. Like, that's the thing about it. It is. A lot of the games wouldn't even, like, I'm sure Streets and stuff probably wouldn't even be around if it
Hagar,
wasn't for stuff.
alone is become
Yeah, Hagar is a legendary fucking character. Shit, don't try to sneak up on me. But one series I have to say for Sega Genesis, beat 'em up wise, that I enjoy more than Streets, or I would have to say is a superior to Streets, is Golden Axe. Like,
Yeah, Golden Axe is classic.
that, you can't fuck around with that series. I mean, 3 sucked, but the 1 and 2 are just classic, timeless. Like, as you always notice, they always have on those Sega Genesis collections, they always have fucking Golden Axes and stuff on there. But not really Streets. Although the Sega Genesis collection on PS4 does have Streets 1, 2, and 3, and Golden Axe 1, 2, and 3.
It has all 3 on
It
that.
has all 6 on there, so it's...
The Sega Genesis Mini only includes Streets of Rage 2.
Which that's the only one I own, actually.
I love Streets of Rage 2, though. I think it's really good.
It is, but like I said, I think I like 1 my favorite. Like 1's my favorite. It's just different tone. Like I like the sprites better for some reason, even though they're not as good. Like I'm weird like that.
Oh, come on, Blaze.
She's awesome, actually. Her throws, she does a move where she'll throw you across the room
I
if
need
you...
that apple. Oh, I died. I don't believe it.
Yeah, there's a difference between holding and tapping when it comes to that. So, yeah, there you go. Yeah, like flip around them and then fucking German them. Give them the good old German.
It's a little combo.
Yep.
Oh, the cherry took.
Nah, I still have a life. Save it for if we need it. She's gonna be almost dead in a second.
Yeah.
Actually, I will take it just for the life bonus.
There we go.
Done.
Yowza. I love the background. See, like the rain coming down on the windows and stuff. It's very beautifully done.
Yeah, the whole aesthetic, the feel of it, everything. Not only is it faithful, it looks great too. But that's the advantage I hear about cel-shaded games, is that not only is it going to look good, but this is going to have much more longevity when it comes to the game. Like, so people will pop this in 10 years later and be like, oh, it still looks so good.
That's true. Any games with animations and sprites always hold up really well. Like, no one's complaining about the Link to the Past or something.
We should have changed characters. Oh, well.
That's okay. Wow, look how cool this one looks. It's like the ghastly harbor. I like it. That's cool. Still have the scantily clad women.
Of course.
Staple of
But
Streets
they'll
of Rage.
kick the shit out of you.
Exactly. Now, was Blaze in the original? She was.
Yes,
right?
it's Adam, Axel, and Blaze.
I thought.
And then, what is his name? The buddy with the skates?
Axel? No,
No.
Blaze.
No, well, that's not Blaze. It's,
I know you're talking about.
It's not Blade, is it? No.
Blade. Not Ajax. I don't know why I'm like...
Alex?
I forget.
No, because that's Axel. We're just coming up with shit that sounds like everyone else's name.
Or like a 90s...
I don't remember his name, yeah.
Oh shit, you had low life too. I didn't even realize that I had low life.
No, you're fine.
Shit. Oh,
That was a waste.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. I wasn't paying attention. I'm stupid.
It's funny, every time I see, whenever you break a combo, it says break. And for some reason, in my head, it always just goes, combo breaker! Like... And I'm not even that big of a Killer Instinct fan.
I always had like the combo system and everything. Killer Instinct is difficult to master, man, I'll tell you.
Yeah, no, I mean, that wasn't my best fighter, I'll say that.
I always felt like it was just a tough game.
What's funny is there are certain fighters I got better with and certain fighters I got shittier with over time. Like Tekken. Back when I was playing like Tekken 3, Tekken Tag, all that, I was decent. That wasn't anything great, but I was alright. Tekken 7, I suck balls. But give me Soul Calibur 6, and I'll whoop your ass.
Tekken 7's the PS4 one?
Yes, the newest one out, yeah. Like, I was just playing with my friend the other day. Fucking kicked my ass. Like, but you throw on Soul Calibur, and I'm a completely different fighter. Although, to be fair, Soul Calibur can be one of those games where you just button mash and you're great. So that's one thing I have a downside of Soul Calibur.
Yeah, Soul Calibur's pretty cool.
That's one of my favorite fighting games of all time. Alright, no! Hate those fucking guys.
Nice.
Yeah, I just had to. Break the shit, break the shit. Remember, take the guy out first and foremost before he puts his shield back. We really should stop using that so early.
I know.
We'd have none for the boss by the time we get there.
This is like one of those moments where you have overflow of enemies going on here.
This is nothing yet. The end of this game? Jesus, well, don't jump down yet. Damn, you're already at 0 lives. I'm at 1.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just not paying attention like I was in the last level.
We gotta stop, try not to talk so much. But we need to. Oh, come. Ah.
Love how there's like police in the background fighting thugs too.
Yeah. Well, if you notice, when we're going through the prison, it's like the prisoners are fighting the cops, and the cops are fighting us and the prisoners, and it's like everyone's just fucking beating each other up in this game. And I do like that our combo is combined.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck! I got thrown. But I was gonna say, so like we can keep it go. I can keep it going over here while you got nobody to fight over there and stuff. So it's. I bet there are people out there that got ridiculous combos, like
I'm sure
hundreds.
Exploited that.
Yeah. I haven't even broken 100. I'm pretty sure there are people out there who've got like 300 hit combos. Like,
true that.
That's probably small. Reminds me of Tony Hawk 2. By any chance, do you remember when Tony Hawk 2 came out? There was a contest. They gave out a demo, and whoever had the highest score won like some trip with Tony Hawk or something, or like free copy of the game, like all this other stuff, right? And I remember I was getting shit like, and think about it, Tony Hawk 1 to 2. You're getting like a 500,000 score, and you're like, oh shit, like I'm doing good. And you're thinking, great. And then I did not realize about the manual system. And, like, I'm looking at fucking scores that are in the millions and millions. I'm like, how is this possible? Like, so, yeah, it's like, I'm thinking...
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 didn't have manuals.
No, I'm saying, remember, from 1 to 2.
Oh, okay.
So, like...
Tony Hawk 2 did, right?
Yeah, 2 is what introduced it. So when 2 came out with the demo and had their contest, I didn't know about the manual system. So ultimately what I'm saying is like my 500,000 score I thought was like good. And it's like, no, that's piss. Like,
yeah, Tony Hawk 2 is game changing. I love that game.
2 is classic.
Oh no.
And then it just started getting crazy after a while.
I had Skate. That was the last like skating game I had for PS3.
It was alright. Tony Hawk was
trying to be like an open world skating game.
And then Tony Hawk had that, what is it? Tony Hawk... Not Underground, although Underground was actually
something
really good.
Experience, right?
No, the one where it was pretty much ripped off Skate. It like had the same angle and everything.
Project Underground?
No, that's the Underground one I'm talking about. No, that one's actually awesome. That was like the last Tony Hawk game I played and had like a really good time with.
Yeah, Tony Hawks are always fun. They like finally to me cracked.
On!
That was like the game that cracked the formula of how to make these good.
Oh, do you remember the game like Thrasher?
Skate or Die, yeah.
Well, not Skate or Die, but no, Thrasher was at the same...
Thrasher was on PlayStation 1.
Yeah, that was like, I guess you could say the closest thing to Tony Hawk's competitor. Oh my god. Compared to Tony Hawk, it was like...
Garbage.
It felt more like a ragdoll physics test than it did a fucking...
No, I think I remember that. That's why.
Yeah.
Thrasher, and then there was Too Extreme.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyways, guys.
Yeah, so...
That's our look at Streets of Rage 4, stage 4.
4, yeah. So definitely
Perfect.
check this out if you haven't yet. Now, it goes for $25 on this average store. If it's too steep for you, wait for a sale. I'm sure it'll have one, but definitely don't let this one pass.
Heck yeah, I had a lot of fun playing this one. Do us a favor, comment, like, share, subscribe, and let us know what you think of the game in the comments below.
Absolutely, and subscribe!
Yes! Thank you guys for watching.
Have a good one.
See you another time.